Good morning, YouTube. This is Becca from Becca's Music Room. I'm a teacher blogger who talks about teacher tips, teacher life, teacherpreneurs, and all things that might hopefully make your life a little bit easier. Today I have a very special music teacher vlog because we are doing testing. So today is gonna be all sorts of wonky. So our schedule is totally messed up. I'm going to be in a 3rd grade class testing all morning, and then hopefully we'll have time for lunch, and then I go to each class for 20 minutes in the afternoon, except for kindergarten because they have a para, so we do not relieve them. Because of that, I'm not teaching very much music, obviously. It's kind of just whatever I can do in 20 minutes, and the whole morning is taken up with testing, and I also don't know what to expect. Like Monday, we ended right on time. Yesterday we went over by 40 minutes, which meant that I only had 20 minutes to scarf down my lunch before I had to run to my 1st grade class. And I haven't had any planning, so I have a ton of stuff to do. Not that I'm complaining, because no one has had planning, and it's not a big deal, but I have a lot of stuff to get done, so hopefully we can make that happen. Right now I need to check my emails, find some like word searches and stuff, and go visit the copier because my students need some stuff to do after the test. Monday they finished and there was only like 10 minutes before testing was over and their teacher came back. Yesterday they finished like an hour and a half before testing was over. I don't know if the 5th grade test was longer than the 3rd grade test, or I don't know. We were done, and then it was like an hour and a half later, finally it was cleared to go. So I need some stuff for them to do during that long time. All right, so I just raided my filing cabinet with all of my like extra copies of things and pulled out anything that I think my 3rd graders will be able to do. And I have a huge stack, you can see. So I think I'm gonna take maybe 3 or 4 of these activities with me today, and then I can take some more of them tomorrow. So as far as testing goes, a couple little things to help you as a teacher not want to die. First of all, make sure you wear very comfy clothes, although I do still like to look professional, even if I'm comfy. So today I'm wearing like a very simple outfit. This is like a t-shirt material, but it has these little peplum sleeves, so it doesn't look t-shirty. And it is from Van Heusen. I got it for like $8, and it's super cute. It's got like pink and like a light teal, which are 2 colors I wear all the time. And then I'm wearing pink pants, also from Van Heusen. They're super stretchy and comfortable, although they're a little bit big now. I bought them in December. I bought like 4 pairs of pants, and I have lost weight since December, so now they're all like falling off of me. But they're the only pants I have, and we only have like a month left of school, so I'm like, I'm not gonna buy new pants for the last month of school if I'm worried that when I get back, I'm not gonna be able to wear them. And then right now I have these little shoes from Kohl's on. They are leather and they're white. I know I'm wearing white before Memorial Day, I don't care. Pointy toe, but super cute, super comfy, which is really why I'm wearing them. And I like the pointed toe. Now for testing, I am actually going to switch out of these and wear my Toms, because we are allowed to wear, well, she said we could wear tennis shoes during testing, but I figured Toms would be fine. And then I'll wear these the rest of the day. For the rest of my outfit, I have these little pink studs I talk about all the time. They're super cheap. I got them in like a set with a whole bunch of different colors. My hair is like already frizzy at 8 o'clock in the morning. And then I have this little necklace from Nouvelle Pearl. Okay, so after the motivational announcement to interrupt us, I'm wearing a necklace from Nouvelle Pearl. It has little pink pearls on it. I really like it because I love pearls, but I tend to feel like having a string of pearls can look a little bit too fancy, even if I have some strings of pearls that are really inexpensive, but they just look really fancy, and so sometimes I wear them, sometimes I'm kind of like, is that too much for school? I don't know. And I will take my lanyard off during testing because it does make noise, so I wear it all the way down there, and then I just take it off and set it next to my water bottle inside. I got a box from Donor's Shoes. It was kind of an accident that this happened and worked because I had put up a project for all these things and it was too expensive and it didn't get funded, but it got like halfway funded. And so I was like, oh, well, I'll use the gift cards for the rest so that I can get at least half of what I wanted, which was drums. I had asked for like drums and tone blocks, I think, and I didn't have enough money for all of them, but I do have enough for the drums. So I put this up, and then before I could apply my gift cards, somebody just went and funded it. Like, I don't even know. So I got these basically for free, and then I'm going to add a new project with the gift cards this week, hopefully. So I got these frame drums. They're the Remo brand. I like this brand, and I figured that was good. I have not tried these, but I'm gonna open these up and see. The next one set of them, they have, I think it's either 4 or 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's 5 of them, and they came with these little mallets that I've seen everywhere, but I don't actually have any, so that's exciting. I now have like 10 of them. So all different sizes with the bushing oh, look how tiny, it's so cute. Now my kids are gonna be like, I don't want the little one. And I'm gonna say, well, too bad. Cute little print on the side. Just trying to hear what it sounds like. Ooh, nice and high. Oh, I'm so excited. All right, so I got my drums unpacked. Super excited about those. I still don't have quite enough for my whole class to play at the same time, which was my goal, but actually for most classes, just for the really big ones, I won't have enough for everyone. Yeah, so got my copies done for my team teacher who's gonna be out because her poor family has been ravaged with a stomach virus. And right this second, I am cutting up some field trip permission slips because my kindergarten, first and second grade students are going to a field trip for our Musical Explorers program. I've talked about that many different times, so I'll just put a link down below and say that basically my students learn about 3 different types of music, and then they get to go to a concert, and it's for K through 2, and it's really super awesome. They get exposed to 18, is that right? 6 a year times 3 years, yep, 18 different styles of music that they probably would not have heard otherwise. Some of them I had never heard before I did this program. And it is just so much fun, and it really helps broaden their horizons as far as like getting used to hearing music that's maybe not what they're used to, which I really love. So I'm getting these ready so I can go put them in the mailboxes. And those are like the main things that I really needed to get done today, which is good because again, I don't have planning. So if I didn't get it done now, then I'd be doing it after school. Now I do need to get some lesson plans done because next week is gonna be different. So this week I have 20-minute classes in the afternoon. Next week we only have 1 grade level testing, which means that like I don't have to help test. So I'm going to see all of my students, but we're gonna be in their classrooms. So it's like, I can't do my 20-minute activities because they're too short. I can't do my lessons in the room because I won't have the ability to like bring my keyboards and my xylophones and stuff like that. So I have to figure out something else. So I'm going to take my lesson plans that we were doing already and just kind of see how I can adapt them to make them work for their classrooms. Some things will adapt better than others because again, my 5th graders and 4th graders are supposed to be using the pianos, but that's obviously not going to work. So that's going to take some creativity on my part, trying to figure out things that are engaging enough for them to not act like crazy people, but also that are easy enough that we can do them in their classrooms. So that one's giving me a hard time. The kindergarten, 1st grade, 2nd grade, 3rd grade, those are all a lot simpler for me to figure out. And yeah, so trying to decide what we're gonna do. So if you're keeping track of my teacher tips for testing, number 1 would be have something for them to do afterwards. Number 2, wear comfy clothes. Number 3, use every available second that you have because you don't have very much. So that's what I'm doing right now. And I'll have a few more tips afterwards because I'm going to talk about my lessons later. And for now, I need to finish doing this. So while I'm finishing this up, I'm just going to chit chat a little bit and tell you how things are going. Not so great. So Monday We tested all morning. It was the first time the third graders had ever done anything like this. I mean, they took practice, but it's not the same. And I was actually pretty proud. They focused really well. They did not take their time. Oh my goodness. It was like 10 minutes later and some of them were telling me they were done. And there's really nothing you can do except say like, all right, go back and check your answers. So that was annoying and frustrating for them. And then my afternoon classes acted like crazy people. That's not entirely true. My first graders were fabulous, actually. They were really super sweet, using their little singing voices. They were so excited about everything we were doing, which I'll talk about a little bit later. And then some of my classes were fine, and then some of my classes acted like crazies. I had to call more parents than I had to on a normal basis, and I had like 3 detentions and a write-up because it was truly that bad. And I mean, you know, I'm like, it's 20 minutes. Like, we can get through it without any chaos. No. So then yesterday, the morning was harder. They did not focus as well, but they did take longer. So hopefully their test scores will be better because they did take their time a lot better than they did the first day. But they did not focus very well. And then in the afternoon, it was a lot better. Not fabulous, but better. So teacher tip number 4, right? Because we had clothes, something to do. So I'll get into this a little bit more later, but for my next teacher tip, it would be bring incentives. Mini marshmallows are my absolute favorite reward. I use rewards very sparingly, especially food, but we're just getting to the point where I need them to behave, and if this is what it takes, okay. So mini marshmallows, seriously, this bag is like Kroger brand. I got them for $1. They really work, and you can hand out multiple, and they're small enough the kids can just pop in their mouth, and then you can come back and bring more. So I'm going to debut those in my 2nd grade class today and see how it goes. And then for extra-ness, this was also $1, but they're giant marshmallows. I use these very, very sparingly because they are there, so there's less in a pack. But they're really helpful. Like, if I'm having a really tough class, I'll tell them, if I don't have to talk to you at all the entire day, then you will get a marshmallow. Or if I have them come to the carpet and I send kids back when they're not doing a good job, then I'll say, if you are still at the carpet at the end, then you will get a giant marshmallow. And especially that has been working really well for 2nd grade. And if you've been watching my vlogs, you know that 2nd grade is the struggle above anything else. And it does work in the other grades too, but 2nd grade's the one I need it the most in, the one I use it the most in, and it does indeed help. So I usually keep them in this little container up here, which I will stick in there later. I ran out. Of course, you can get anything you want, but these are the cheapest. So yeah, so I have just a few more minutes before I need to head out. It is like right about time to get to work now, finally. So I will see you after testing. Hello, everyone. We are done with testing. It was a struggle. My 2 friends that are in there that were acting up yesterday were acting up again and just, you know, refusing to be quiet. But I will say that because I had all that stuff ready to go, after testing was much calmer. I kind of ran it very strategically and had, you know, like, told them what we had them come up by groups. We were not getting up, we're not talking, called everyone to go to the bathroom, gave everyone a snack, and they were all, you know, nice and happy and peaceful. Which is good because now it is 12:40. So like I said, it was supposed to be 12. It was supposed to be my break from 12 to 1, which would be break and planning all in one. But instead, it is 12:40. And so I have 20 minutes in which to eat my food, get stuff ready. So if I was like a really superstar music teacher, then I would be really good. And I would like take this 20 minutes to get some stuff done. However, I feel very grumpy at the moment just because of having to repeat myself so much and behaviors that I had to let slide in order for there not to be kids exploding in the room and things like that. And so I'm just kind of frustrated at the moment. So I'm just gonna chill out a little bit Gonna eat my lunch, and yeah, I might play piano if we have time. Otherwise, I'm just gonna eat my lunch and that's it, and I'm not gonna feel guilty about it. I'm flip-flopping 2 of my lessons, what I was gonna do today and what I was gonna do tomorrow, so that I can have a calmer thing today, because I just feel very just like ugh. So today I'm eating some chicken salad, yes, with a fork, a banana, and then I have some strawberries, and then I went to one of my other teacher's rooms and got some coffee. So hopefully that will sustain me. I already had some cashews while I was in the class working. The bright side, though, that we had so much time afterwards, is that I got my lesson plans done for next week. So I know what I'm doing with my kids next week and the week after. And so then tomorrow, if we have extra time, then I'll see if I can get my lesson plans for after that. Also, I realized that this group of kids, I see my students for a whole week at a time, and then not again for like 5 weeks. This group of kids is the last group that I will see again. Like, they're the ones I'm gonna have the last week of school. So next week I need to give all my post tests, and I did not think about that. So I'm going to need to get started on that. And there's some games I wanna play next week that need a little bit of prep work, but some really fun things. So make sure you're watching out. I'm gonna eat my lunch, and yeah. So this is what I took to the room where we were testing. This bag I've been taking every day. This is the first time I'm taking everything else because I'm a musical explorer. So in it, this is all stuff for after testing was over, basically. So in it, I have some cashews, some sticky notes, my journal where I am planning something that you will find out about soon, my lesson plans on a clipboard to keep them all together, and then I have a notebook just in case I wanted to do anything else, and then there's just like pencils and chapstick and stuff. This is like my bag that I take anytime that I'm going into a teacher's classroom. So like every afternoon when I help with small groups, just in case they're doing something not fun. My iPad, which is totally and completely off even now. And then these are all of the papers that I brought with us. I only pulled out like 3 or 4 today so that tomorrow we can do different ones. And I brought my own crayons just in case we needed them, although we did not end up needing them. So that worked out just fine. But just in case, I want to be prepared. And here is a shot of my Toms. I really do think that Toms are like the comfiest shoes. Now, as for this afternoon, this is what I'm taking. I will also have the bag that has all that stuff in it just because I never know what I'm walking into. So there's kind of a bunch of stuff on here. These are pages from my woodwind instruments packet, which I can link to. We did those, some people did them yesterday. We read this book yesterday in 1st grade and 2nd grade. It was super cute. It's a Mexican folk tale about the cuckoo bird who turns into a crow at the end. And we linked it with some songs that had cuckoo in it. And every time it said cuckoo, we would sing it on So Me. And then I have Rhythm Bingo, which I would like to use today. My older kids, the last couple marshmallows there. See guys. Gotcha tickets, that's like our token system. Pens and pencils, this is a magic wand. Probably don't need that. I have a few games of Kaboom, not Kahoot, which I don't think we're gonna use today, but I'm gonna bring them just in case. My new bags of marshmallows. And then I have nurse passes because I never know where the teachers have theirs. Most of this is stuff that is just always on here. And then I have word searches and a squilt set down there at the bottom. When going to teachers' classrooms, I find it best to just have like 20 different options because you never know what you're walking into. You could walk in and it'll be like totally calm and everybody's fine. You could walk in and it could be a big hot mess. So I'm actually going to bring an extra book. So today we're supposed to be talking about musicals, and I wanted to watch some clips from musicals, but if we are not able to do that, then I need to have a backup. All right, so egg shakers have been acquired so we can keep the steady beat to 76 trombones if there is time after we learn do, re, mi. I have about 4 minutes, so I am just about to head on out. All right, it is the end of the day now, and the rest of the day actually went pretty well. I was not in the greatest mood. The coffee did help, I will say. And I went to first grade. They were fabulous. We did something. We learned the song, we did My Poor Hand is Shaking, and then we learned the song Do Re Mi from The Sound of Music for our Musical Explorers concert that's coming up soon, because that's one of our styles. And it was 20 minutes, so that was literally all we got done. Then I went to second grade. As I walked in, well, not even, as I came into the hallway, the teacher was taking out one of the students who was like screaming and hollering, and he was like, yeah, it's been like this for like an hour. So they were just watching Arthur. So I just let them continue watch Arthur because the rest of them were calm and quiet. And yeah, I kind of had thought that we were gonna watch a video today anyway. So, and again, 20 minutes. How much am I logistically going to actually get done? And while they were doing that, I got to work on this. All right, so I have these matching games for all different seasons. Well, I'm working on all different seasons. I've got most of them now. So my summer ones, I'm gonna have ice cream ones and popsicle ones. So they look like this. These are my instruments of the orchestra ones. And then these are already finished. They're piano, and then the staff and the letter. The staff does look complete once I put it into a PDF. I don't know why it does not. The fonts that I use really does not like PC computers, because this only shows up on PCs, and as soon as I turn it into a PowerPoint or put it on a Mac, it's totally fine. I got that done, and then my third and fourth grade both played the game Poison Rhythm, so they got to do that, and that was really good. That's always a fun one, and it's really easy to do. Sorry, I'm like reading my email as I do this. And then my fifth grade was in the middle of something for social studies, so I just left them on it because they were horrible anyway. And then we had choir practice, which went really well. We're starting on our musical, which is really soon. Actually, I should have started a long time. Well, we're not starting. We are starting our lines. We've been learning the songs for a few months now, but we're just starting on working on lines this week. So that's something I need to do tomorrow. So tomorrow when I get here, I need to put the permission slips in the teacher's boxes, and I need to send a choir proposal to my principal to say what my proposed rehearsals are, so that hopefully I'll be able to get lots and lots of time. I don't know how much she's gonna give me, but we shall see. She gave me a lot last year, so my hopes are high. And we are, oh, and I need to do a Donors Choose project because I'm trying to get snacks for our after school rehearsals to kind of try to convince them to come. So those are my goals for tomorrow. As with today, I probably will have very, very little time to make that happen, because literally, like, if I had gotten here on time, I would have had zero time to do anything, because I get here at 8. Well, you're supposed to clock in at 8:15, and you have to be on your duty post at 8:25, which means I have to leave my room at 8:21. So that's literally like 6 minutes. Like, that's not enough for anything, which is why I get here super early, and then I get to leave on time, or kind of on time, 15 minutes late, close enough. So I'm gonna close up my computer and I'm gonna head out. If you have any questions about testing or lessons or anything that was in here, I'm gonna leave as much as I can in the description. Anything else, just let me know in the comments. Also, let me know if you would like me to continue these, change them. If you have any video suggestions, let me know in the comments, because summer is coming soon, thank goodness, and I need to know what kind of content you are looking for. So if you found this interesting or helpful in any way, please make sure you like, subscribe, share, and comment, and have a wonderful, wonderful week.